Scalpers. Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into a fabulous Monday. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. We are the Trader Nerds. Real traders never trade alone. They trade with their fellow nerds. We got Shane joining us today. We got DB. We got Don. We got Dwayne. We got Ed. We got Hal. We've got Matt Jolly Wally. Roll Tide. We got Sean and Vicky with a Y. How are y'all? And I've been having a successful day scalping. And Mark said, be careful. Don't get everybody overly excited. I don't want y'all blowing up and losing money and taking my word for things. So we're trying it out with all of our little indicators and our price action and everything. But it's going really, really good today. You'll see these little, have I started sharing? Yeah, y'all see my screen, right? Be sure y'all see my screen. Yeah. Uh, but you see the little blue arrows where I think, closed trades. I think most of my trades have been short. You see the red arrows where I either closed the trade or went short. So in a 5 minute period, that was a chop zone, but we've done really, really good. I've actually got Tasty Trade hooked up now to trading view. And as you can see, you're taking a number of trades today and just trying to fill out the platform. Matt Jolly Wally says, Bobby, wait until you get it figured out with paper trading. But I've been doing it here. And I don't want to tell y'all that we're never going to lose money again. I don't want to tell you that every day is going to be a winning day. But so far, so good. The indicator, if I was not lazy, and my wife would say amen, look at the 9:30 trade you had today on the 5 minute. You click the buy signal there, and was it 300 points? Let's see, 21.2 to 21.460, 260 points. Is that right? 262 points. I mean, that was just clear as a day. And it looked really good on the 1 minute too. Let me show you on the 1 minute here. Look at this. You got the buy signal right before the opening. Uh, Remember, we've added the better MACD. If you want to do a search for it, do STC, a better MACD, which has been really super as far if you can find where something lines up like on the five, you get a buy on the five and a buy on the one, and you get this going here, and you get money flow headed upward, friend, you've got you something. So I traded because I'm lazy, went to the gym this morning and I started trading here in the chop. Went long, went short here, went long here, went long here. I can't see. Oh, went short here, went long here. In the chop is where I've been trading. And how have we done? Well, it's kind of cool. Now, y'all were trading on the MNQ, right? Trading on the MNQ, but so far in Tasty, we are up $110.25, which is really, really kind of cool. So if we were trading the big instrument, the NQ, we'd be up over $1,000 today with just a few simple little trades. So it's been really, 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 really good. All right. So I think that we've got something that, yeah, you're going to lose on trades. Yes, you're going to get stopped out, but no indicator can predict the future. So what we're doing is basically figuring out where is the momentum. Is money flowing into the buys or is money flowing into selling? That's what we're doing. Is the MACD going upward or is the MACD going downward? And then we've got these little signals on the UT bot alerts, which are really kind of cool. You get a good sell there, you get a buy there, you get a sell there, and you see how these things kind of work out. And we're following the signals on the one. You want to make sure that if you get a sell signal, that the candle has closed below the white signal line. And I did not have the guts to stay into the trade, but basically I would have been better if I had stayed in the short trade to where, see, I got out here, but I would have been better waiting for the candle to change colors. That's where, and I'm trying to be a little more, but one of my trades, I was up $40 and I'm thinking, that is a $400 trade in the NQ. So this has gone remarkably well. remarkably well. So I think I've got the charts like I like them. I got my UT bottler, got my linear regression candles. We've got our VWAP in there. We've got our pre-market high. We got our pre-market low. And even on a day like today, and it's been boring, y'all, boring. You sit there forever and you're just telling old jokes and telling old stories and things of that nature. But we're going to do a lot more of this. I mean, y'all get ready. I envision us on this channel day trading for most of the day. I think that we'll probably start up 9:30, 10 in the morning. We'll all go together. And then we'll take off from lunch to about 1 or 1:30 Eastern time. And then we'll probably finish up the day. I view that as where we're going. I really do. I think that's where we're going. Do I miss options? No, not really. I'm not missing options at all. I'm enjoying the futures, and if I want to trade in NQ or if I want to trade NQ, but I like focusing on one market. We do look at the E-minis. Let's go look at that really quick, like, as we do look at the market. But I think y'all, now, how are y'all going to do this that work? I don't know. I don't know how we're going to do this together, but we're going to try. Because if we can make, I mean, think about it, $100 in this. This is $1,000 on the NQ. But things are working really well. So we do follow the E-minis because we like to see how our friend AD is going. You'll notice that AD made a high of the day here and has made two highs of the day here. But yet, look what's happened. We have not made a high of the day here. This kind of tells us that the momentum is going for this to keep going up and make a high of the day, even though it's not made a high of the day, but AD has made a high of the day. So VIX seems to be up a little bit. I think we were in the 17 handle the other day. The AD low was, or AD is negative 89. AD high was negative 87. So we are right there. And the AD low was negative 378. It was interesting that volume really started moving downward after the session opened today. And you can just see, well, it had a little spike there, but it's just been drying up and just slow as molasses. But down 59 points here. Let's see the volume profile, Big Green Monster, see if we can see on the E-minis what things are doing. And here we go. So we are in the fair value zone. Wow, look at that. Those little things are kind of parallel to each other, aren't they? It's kind of neat. We had a gap lower, and we are trying to fill that gap, which it looks like it may do today. So we are fairly priced, and we're looking at 6208 in the mirror, baby. Looks like it does look bullish to me. It really does look bullish. Now, there's always a tendency to fill these gaps, but as time goes on, this gap will fill itself because this only keeps up with the last 10 days. So once this comes off and we have this, there'll be no gap. But nature abhors vacuums. It does not like vacuums. That's why we have big black holes in space that suck up matter and antimatter and all that kind of stuff. Nature abhors a vacuum, and we've got a vacuum there. But all things aside, I think this looks fairly bullish. Let's look at our linear regression chart for the day. And linear regression looks kind of cool. Let's bring it down here. Where you at? Linear regression looks really cool. What was resistance becomes support, and we've got an area of support coming down here. And this, remember, just days ago we said, yep, we're going to 5,800. We did go to 5,800. Now we're at 5,900. Now I'm telling you, we're going to 6,000. And are we going to 6,200? Perhaps so, depending on if President Cheeto, who is always out to tweet or to do something, but I think he has been behaving lately. Look at this. He's been behaving, and the market is responding accordingly. So as long as President Cheeto, and I shouldn't call him President Cheeto. I just think it's funny. There's this guy on YouTube. He calls him President Cheeto, and every time he does, I just giggle at it because I think it's not to be disrespectful of the president or anything, but he is orange, y'all. I don't know why he's orange, but he is orange. But I do wish I had his hair. I really do, because mine is falling out. So let's go over. Let me tell you what I look at on my chart when I am scalping. So I have this up, and if any of you need this, we share this gladly. This is my main chart, and I just put it over on the right, and I really follow AD. I want AD to show me what the ES is doing, and then NASDAQ will normally follow. Then let's show you what else we've got here so you can put it on your chart. And then I just got, three indicators. Come over here and do the three things here that'll give you three things. And I've got a 15-second over here. It sometimes helps me to see what's happening on a 15-second. Then we're looking at a 1 minute and a 5 minute for overall direction. And then let me show you the little indicators that are here. And some of y'all are like, Bobby, you're an indicator rabbit hole. You'll never get out of this. And I'm understanding. So we've got linear regression candles at 7 and 11. We've got UT bot alerts, change the settings to 2-1. We've just got the regular VWAP on there. We've got pre-market high and low. And these are all things that you can add from TradingView. And then we've got these consolidation zones. And the reason that we put them on there, I don't listen to all of them. If everything else is lining up, I may go against the consolidation zone. All of these things you can type in to get and just add indicators and type in UT bot alerts and it'll pop up. You'll see it there. So we just got a few things and then I hide those. Now, this is the one that is called STC, Sam, Tom, Cat. STC is called a Better MACD, and it has really, really helped. For example, let's see, let me show you an example where this gave a signal that we didn't take. Okay, yeah, see this here? It gave us a buy signal, but we didn't take the buy signal. Why? Well, because this was red, right? So had this popped up, the Better MACD, we would have probably gone long there because this. So this is just a further confirming signal. And then I put the money flow index, which I really love. I really love seeing how the money's flowing. Is it in the buys or the sales? This is a really, really good indicator. And then I'll show you what my top screen is. And I don't mind sharing these setups with you at all. This is kind of cool. This is just regular candles of the 15 and the 1 and the 5 minute. And remember my friend Meyer, he uses CCI. I don't really use it, but I've got used to it being on the chart. It's kind of like a money flow index. It's commodity channel index. So that kind of tells you if price is overbought or oversold. And I've got these little order zones in here, and we can share all this with you, but I don't really use this a lot, but it shows you where there are order blocks. How it knows, I have no idea, but it says there's a bunch of buy orders here. And it says there's a bunch of people that have orders up here to sell. Isn't that kind of cool? And then I get it to draw these automatic supply or not supply, but resistance and support levels on the chart. And those work pretty good as well. So, it goes down here and it says, well, there's a little bit of support there. There's support there. Plus there's buyers in here, buyer orders here. So if we were to see price to get down here, there's a good chance that we're going to bounce off of that and go up. And then you'll look and see, do you have a buy signal on your UT bot alerts? Do you have money flow pointing up? Is everything pointing up? And again, we can't predict the future, but we can see where momentum is going. So I think what we've got is a strong little thing. Now, what we're going to do is all of y'all are going to keep it small while we're doing this. But in the coming days, I anticipate us live trading pretty much all day. And I think that's what we're going to do. So, we'll see if it works and we can do good. You can scale up, you can scale down, you can do whatever you want to. But I'm very excited about it. See here, you get a sell signal, but you get a sell signal coming in this little chop zone here. See the little chop zone? You're in that area, so you may not take that. This is red. but money flow is coming up and AD just made a high today. So I'm not sure that I would take that. We want to see all the stars, so to speak, lining up before we take those trades. All right, who's got a question? I'm throwing a lot at you here, but I'm excited about what we're doing. And for those of y'all that are retired, like the Rickster, if you're like Ed and Ed's got nothing else to do, it would be neat to kind of hang out and kind of do this over a daily basis and kind of do it like every day because it's boring by yourself, y'all. To sit there by yourself and go, oh my God, this is like watching paint. Could we automate it? Yeah, we could automate it, I guess, to where it would automatically, make sure there's a way that we could do that, but and put your stops in and all of that. That's going to be a lot of work to automate it. And it's kind of fun sitting in front of the chart and do it. So I'm really excited about it. Everybody good? Let's see what y'all saying. Can this be used with ES? It certainly can. Certainly can. Matter of fact, I think it can be used with anything. Mark, what he's doing now, he's made over $200 today trading the MNQ, but Mark was normally trading TQQQ. So I think you could do it with Tesla. I think you could do it with Apple. You could figure out these different things. You could scalp things of that nature. Y'all know my affinity for futures, and I love futures because of the liquidity. I love the NQ because it moves more. ES, you will find, does not move as fast. This may be a little more boring than NQ, but certainly you can do it on ES. And I think you could use it on Tesla. You could use it on Apple. You could use it on anything. I think it's going to be just fine. Whatever you want to trade. And I guess you could do it for longer time periods too. Like you could probably do a daily chart and see, what the signals are on a day they're sale. I tried, y'all, to tear this thing up. I tried to tear this thing up, these signals, these buy and sell signals, and say, Claude, can you make it better? So it's not perfect. It's not perfect. These don't give perfect signals. Sometimes it looks like it, right? You sit there and go, my God, if I bought there, my God, if I sold there. But then you go, if I buy here, it's probably not working. If you sell here, it's probably not working, because these are linear regression candles. And what looks like a good trade, you might could get stopped out on. So we got to be careful, and again, part of the rule is, and what we'll do every day is we will take off from like 12 to 1:30 Eastern time. And then we'll say, okay, guys, I'll see everybody back at 1:30. We'll take a break. Then we'll come back at 1:30 and trade again. So I just want to be careful. I don't want y'all too excited. Like I was really excited today. I'm like, wait a minute, you telling me trading MNQ, I made $100 today, which is $1,000 on NQ? And I've only taken a couple of trades and all the setups were there. And I never really had my stops tested at all today. It's just like it's been right on a very rangy day. It's just, rangy day that you could do that. Think of what you could do if you grab some of these, if you grab this trade at the beginning of the day. My problem is I'm too lazy. I went to the gym and I came back and take a nap, and then I woke up at 10 o'clock, and then I'm ready. Now I'm ready to trade. But a lot of these moves we're seeing very early in the day, maybe 15 minutes before the open. So if I can get motivated a little bit, maybe I can. But I think my motivation is a little bit more now that I'm trading with the real money. We've been trying for so long to get this account open with TradeAvate. And I finally sent them an email last night and I said, listen, guys, this is not complicated. I have a limited partnership that is fully traded at tastytrade. All I'm trying to do, y'all, is to move the same account over to y'all. If tastytrade will open an account for me, surely to God, y'all will open my account and, let me have one here. And the reason is because I've already bought the lifetime license for TradeAvate, and the commissions are so stinking low. Gosh, they're low. So we want to make sure that, commissions are a part, but still, we're up $104 or whatever on the day after commissions. All right, guys, I love you to pieces, and I'm really excited about what we're doing, and I hope y'all want to be a part of it. Those of you that can, we'll probably still keep giving our daily updates on the market and where we think things are going. But I get ready for the future. I think we're going to be doing a lot more of these scalps. I'm testing now to see if we can get a feel for it, what works best and what doesn't. and then we'll unleash it for all of y'all. All right, I love you to pieces. Hope y'all have a great day. I will see y'all